Kind of a series that'll help. Now, defense. When the man shoots on me, right? Obviously sprawl, but what we want to do is we want to get our hand down in between his shoulder blades. So we want inside here, okay, and on his chin. So he just shot on me, right? You want to get the leg back that he's shooting on, and I want this leg up because I want to be able to spin that way. Okay, post your hands, Garrett, like this, straight up. Now, the easiest way to do is, instead of just pulling this arm, I want to twist it. I want to actually turn his hand in this way. So I'm on his chin, I twist, okay? Then I can let go, get my hand behind, and spin behind. Okay? That's one option. Or I can twist, get my head down underneath here, okay? Then maybe attack this leg and wind up in a nice cradle position. Or just come behind. Right? Then this is what I've taught a couple of my guys. I think I told you I taught them the bulldog from the cement mixer. But it's the same way. So I pull, I twisted his arm. Now what I do is I come across and I lock my hands right above his arm here. Okay? So I got his arm trapped. Then my head goes under. I roll through. As I come to this position, I hold his chin. And I sneak my hand in, and I wind up in a nice cement job position. Okay? So those are all the defensive things that you need to know. Now let's do a little bit of top. Okay, go on bottom. Face this way. So the top is the same thing. I want to chop his arm, and I want to twist his hand this way, and I want to put his head down on that side. Okay, that helps me for wrist control, stops the stand up, and I can get my leg in on the other side. So now with the new starting position, you have to put your knees down first. The hand goes around to the stomach. Now the referee's supposed to blow the whistle as soon as I touch his arm. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to get my hand in position so I'm kind of cheating a little bit. So when my hand just touches his elbow, he's supposed to blow the whistle. Look where my fingers are. So as soon as he blows the whistle, I want to pull his arm like that so he's facing that way. I want to drive him forward. Okay? Maybe get a 2-on-1. But usually like the guy fights it, so now I'm in a tough position. But what that does, it allows me to get my leg in on this side. Right? I told you, if I'm not that good of a wrestler, I can wear him down and maybe ride him or turn him. So I get this leg in, right? And then what I want to do is I want to come to this side and get a power half and put the other leg in. I want to wind up in this position. Now he's going to fight down to his belly build, right? I can't get greedy here because I'm not, that good of a wrestler. I just want to just tilt him. Just get back points. Make sure my head stays higher than his. And I just want to get tilt back points here. Then if I wind up, I know I can get the guy fist to the mat. So all my weight is on my hand. Come out of legs. Step over and just wind up in a nice half. Okay. Now another thing that happens is on a better guy, you get both legs in, but he won't go down. So what you want to do is just take this hand, put it underneath his chin, and lift his head up as I arch my back. And that'll get him down on the mat. Then I can put my hand down, elbow, get his elbow pointed up to the ceiling, and just tilt him. All I'm trying to do again is just tilt and get some back points, or just ride him out. If you can learn to ride legs, which I taught some of my guys that never wrestled before, they can wear the guy down and sometimes they get the cheap points. And we go into the third period, we got a couple extra points. Now, bottom. When I was in college, we used to practice stand-up. But now guys are so strong and hard, it's hard to get that inside leg up. So what you got to do is you got to get your hips out. So what I teach my guys is a combination of a switch and a stand-up, which I call changeover. So my hand goes out in front of my other hand like I'm doing a switch. So that takes that arm away because he's going to be chopping. I want to make that disappear. Okay, and as I do that, I lift my leg up and I'm going to slide into second base. But I'm going to land on my right hip. Okay, so now I've just got my hips as far away as I could and I cleared this arm. Now, if he continues to follow me, okay, now that I just keep going. I turn and I get my butt up in the air, okay, and then if I can just keep walking and come up to my stance, now I can post this hand and cut away. So that's if I finish a stand-up. So now what we're going to do this year, since we're at the Granby camp, is as I change over and I hit my hip, and he's following me, and I get to this position, now he's going to try and chop my arm. The other side, Garrett. So as he chops my arm, I just cross step, and I just going to do a nice scramble. Careful. And then one out this one. You know, it's hard on Garrett, but it'll look like this. Okay. Here. Come up as he chops my arm. Garrett. Okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright, can you read? Alright, so Garrett's going to show you how to do like the change over to the Granby. Let's face this way a little bit. Okay? So on the whistle, he does a change over. Okay? He slides out to second base. He wants to land on the hip. Now, I'm following him. So as I'm following him, go ahead. He comes up, gets his hips up high in the air. Now, I'm going to chop this arm. As I chop this arm, he's just going to Granby that side. And arm goes through, and he comes out and he gets one. Okay? And obviously, if the guy follows, they go up on top of me. Just go up on top of me. No, go on top of me.
Oh.
Go on top of me. Other side. Okay, so if I hit the Granby and the guy follows me, right? You wind up in the Granby position, and you want to keep his shoulder down on the mat and get your 5 points. So that's what you want to try and wind up. You want to try and wind up in the Granby position if you can. Another way you can show it is like this. And we used to do this in college a lot too. Get on top. Get on top. Right? Other side. Okay. So what I would do on the whistle, I put my hand way out here, okay, and I slide to this position. So my arm is right out there now. It invites him to chop it. So when he chops it, my head goes over the top of my hand. I control this wrist, and I can just spin and either come out the back door, or again, if he follows me, tries to get behind me, you can just hit a nice Peterson roll and keep his arm trapped and run it for 5. Okay? Alright, so there's your tape. Hopefully that helps. And then you need to get a room like this for each one of your guys. And you also need a ball and a dummy. Here's some of the like drills I do with Garrett. I'll put the guy on top of the dummy and pretend like he's shooting on him, and he snaps him down, twists the arm, and he spins behind. So that's like a good drill. Or if you could just get one of these medicine balls, you could just throw the ball at the guy and have him scroll and spin behind on it. It's kind of like fun. And then we also practice, Garrett hits his like headlocks, inside control, throws the dummy. Right? So if the dummy started here, you want him to be exactly flipped on the other side, just like that. So that kind of like works pretty cool. And that's it. All right? Good luck.